bum 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 bum. I can chase the clouds far into the sky. I just realized that there's now a bunch of numbers. I guess I could have always seen how fast all my streams were by looking at this little menu. I've never done that before, but the numbers are freaking out. So it's like, generally it's like high 5, so like 5.7, all the way to like 7.5 some days. And hi Abby, welcome in. I love that Saribot is here too. We welcome you, Saribot. Da-na-na. And how are you today, Abby? Anything cool happening? Let it go. Okay, look, there's a joke. Saribot gave a joke. And hello, Stabby, how are you? What do you call a group of killer whales playing instruments? An orchestra. I do like that. That's pretty funny. That's pretty iconic. Alright, so today I have chips and Coke. When your pattern starts to show, it makes my hatred wanna grow out of my bed. I will be ready for this takedown. And I know, I'm glad too. So for anyone who doesn't know what happened yesterday, because I always go live the same times every week, and the times you see on the screen as well. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So yesterday was Wednesday and I did not go live, and the reason was I had no internet. Well, no Wi-Fi. And hello, officer! How are you? Am I under arrest? Wow, that popped. But now my Wi-Fi is back. The thing was, I didn't even notice it at first. Because the way I operate is that I listen to everything on loop. So I had my song playing on loop in the background. And then I was doing like stuff offline, like I was 3D modeling a cake. And I'm very excited about this cake because I have so many plans. Your Wi-Fi provider is under arrest for robbing us. Exactly! Thank you, thank you. And how are you today, officer? Oh, I actually forgot. So today is Mabi, and I wanted to go live at least a little bit, you know, like 30 minutes. So I was like watching the clock. I was watching the clock and I was watching the Wi-Fi. I only got Wi-Fi again at like 10 p.m. or something. So yeah, I was not gonna stream then. So we go over here, and today we have more of the quest to do. For like G20 something, I think. G27, I think. And today I have Cheetos. Wouldn't you like to be a Cheeto too? So I think last time we were in Val's. It's funny because my coworker today, they asked me if I've seen K-pop Demon Hunters, as if I haven't been singing the songs all multiple times a day over at work. So what happened last time? Let me make sure that my mic is in the right spot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a new arm at some point because like this arm is like torturous. To be fair, I think I got this with a Fee-Fine mic, and this is the Scarlett Studio. But the stand that came with the Scarlett Studio was even worse. It was like a wood cutout, which I guess would be fine for most people, like if you're just starting. So I'm not necessarily against it. I just much prefer metal. So I guess I'm not using the correct arm for this mic. Oh. So last time we left off, we discovered that there was like the City of the Gods. And then Dairine and other people who possibly died are there. So Dairine is Declan's sister. We don't exactly know what's going on with that city. But we want to ask Vertrag questions. Vertrag is a giant and he has inaccurate memories of Vals. So he should be here in the city of Vals, but we're looking for him now. No sign of Vertrag so far, unless your friends saw them? Shake your head. So he's a no-show then. Seems like it's been long enough that he could have got in here and caused a few messes already. If he's taking a ship, it's possible he's still on the way. While we're here though, I can't help but overhear these guys say something about Sharp. You know something about them, right? Any chance you'll tell us? No, I'm done talking. Ah, too bad. You do look too old to be bribed with candy, right? You seem almost as big and strong as adults. Is he trying to, like, manipulate him? Really? Oh, I mean, of course I am. I'm the great Vtuber, soon to be the strongest warrior in Valve. Oh, that's good news. Mighty warriors usually know a lot, don't they? So you probably know. Nod intently. Give Sephra 2 thumbs up. Stare at Sephra quizzically. I know exactly what he's doing and what he's planning. I feel like this is too obvious. Like, this is too obvious. Imagine, but Tara's my friend. Like, I wouldn't sell him out. In fact, I actually like Batara more than I like Sephra, personally, because he's part of the expeditionary force, which was like the apocalypse thing with G22, 3, 4, and 5. I guess I'll just nod. It looks like Sephra is trying to bait the kids up into telling you what you need to know. You play along nodding, as if you also heard the same thing. Hang on, that's not true. I know way more than Balter. Way more. He's not even the heir to the Sharp bloodline, and I am. Sharp is a legendary royal bloodline. I used to hear lots of stories about them, you know, when I was a little kid. The Seabrech family beat them, so they vanished into history. But I'm finally descended from them. When you were a little kid? So you're not a little kid now. Huh. Ahem. Ignore Aine. That's amazing. I bet not a lot of people in town know this stuff, right? Yeah, obviously. It's a secret. But I know. I don't think they're young enough to get fooled like that. Like, giants are not unintelligent in Mabi. So this whole thing seems a little bit off to me, considering how this guy is also my friend. Well, that's nice of you to tell us, kid. Declan. Oh, Thanks, friends. Sephra smiles his cheesiest smile and then turns around to the gathered adults. He lowers his voice. So Sharp really was a giant royal family at some point, and the current king is Seabrech, right? But if the families really had some kind of plight, how come only this kid knows about it? There's no way all the adults just forgot, unless it happened longer ago than we think, like more than a few generations. So is it possible that Vertrag made it to the right location but the wrong time? Maybe it's something that's only remembered in stories. The kind that gets reshaped over the years to fit the current time. Like if you think it's important, you might tell someone it happened recently, even if it was centuries ago. Especially if you're telling the story to kids. It gets exaggerated, turned into a folktale. Blue Fairy achieved their Grand Master. Taylor! Congratulations, Blue Fairy! That sounds possible. Sounds like Vertrag's memories are definitely from the past. A skilled warrior from long ago. Do you think he fought in King Jeopard's campaign against the elves? You're still looking for that guy, right? I think you should talk to King Krug. I've been pretty much everywhere except his house, but I don't want to go in there. Thank you. His advice just saved you a lot of time. You say that you appreciate it. I owe you for way more favors than that. Let me know if I can do anything else. Okay. Go to the king's house. I'll try to be more polite this time. It's interesting because I don't think the giants favor, like, formalities. Go to Krung, the king of the giants, and make sure the mercenaries don't offend any member of the Seabridge family this time. Let me put these chips down. Okay. I feel like I remember that being a thing. And hello, Brony. Welcome back. I'm doing amazing. Dairine and I are connected. Our hearts beating the same beat. I don't exist for the pleasure of His Majesty. You're still watching from France? Nice! How is it going so far? Did you do anything fun? Are you sleepy? How's the jet lag? Went up to the Eiffel Tower. Ooh. Wait, why is it asking me? I'm too far. I came all the way down here when I was trying to talk to King Krung. Oh, so you've come. When I received my sister's letter, I suspected that you would pay us a visit here in Val sooner or later. Hafra's account told us of a giant who slandered the royal line of Seabridge and spoke of the old line of kings, all in the same breath. Around here, I'd only expect such poor manners from the whelp Zeder. So far, I haven't had any big sleep issues. That's wonderful. I know that jet lag can be terrible. I'd expect this kind of thing from an elf. All they have is their impotent outrage. But he is of our people. Has he lost all pride in his own race? Greetings, great king and queen of the giants. I wish you wouldn't lay it on so thick. Like, I have a feeling they're gonna be kind of irritated by his. Your manners have improved since our last meeting. At least it seems you're capable of learning after all. The giant's name is Vertrag, and he seems to have memories from another era. What seems like a long time ago. I think something got in my eye. You ever met or heard of anyone like that? Or if it pleases your majesty? He was a powerful warrior, so it's possible he took part in the former king's campaign against the elves. That was King Jeopard, right? Vertrag? The name is unfamiliar to me. Could he be using an alias? Doubt it. Didn't seem like it. In fact, I got the sense he wanted people to know who he was. But either way, sounds like you haven't heard of him. Before we continue, there's something I'd like to ask. This Vertrag, is he a normal giant? No. A normal giant? You think back to your interactions with Vertrag, but it bothers you that nothing you can remember allows you to give a definite answer to Kirina's question. Either he's some fanatic absorbed in the world that makes sense to him alone, or he sold his pride as a giant for filthy money. Meowdy! Welcome in, Elle! There's no such thing as a giant with an imperfect memory. But even that makes more sense than that he somehow hails from an era long past. Does that really make more sense? I don't know. I feel like it's completely possible to time travel. Like, I get why they're kind of apprehensive, but it's like dying is Like, how here dying is nothing, because nothing in Aaron truly dies, but it just seems weird that they're completely... What's the word? Like, they're not admitting that time travel can be a thing, and that seems strange to me. I suppose it's possible. He just spoke with such confidence that it was easy to get swept up in his story. Anya takes a moment to ponder the possibilities that perhaps Vertrag was totally full of it. But just at that moment, you hear the sound of someone knocking at the door to the chief's house. A visitor? Now? One thing I really do like is the giant makeup. I don't know, I think it's fire. Krung, your majesty? Hello. A boy, come lad, present yourself. The great door of Krung's hall swings open and you hear the footfalls of someone approaching. I can't believe I have 2 days left on my vacation. No, you should have more! Feels like yesterday you got here. Aw. What are the last things that you want to do before leaving? Oops. King Krung, I'm sorry to barge while you have guests, but I had to tell you, I saw a really strange giant in Port Sala. Go on top of a boat I'm on. Hey! A strange giant? What exactly do you mean? Oh, okay, let me start from the beginning. Listen closely. You nod to the boy who seems to be on the verge of tears. That's crazy. Yeah, I can kind of get the stress because it's your king, right? It was earlier today. Out at the port, after I saw him. I ran all the way here without stopping, so it hadn't been that long. Grandma's old story is finally over. That was a long one. I need some fresh air. Guess I'll take a walk. Oh, bet the ship's leaving soon. Maybe I'll go watch. This fit is kind of crazy. I do like these, like, X embroidery. What is this? Like, X seams? I'm not really a fan of animal print, but I do love these shoes. Like, these shoes are fire. Whoa! That guy looks so cool! And really strong, too. Is he with the Black Ravens? Come on. That's enough of the jokes. Huh? Is he arguing with a navigator? It's no joke. Besides, do I look like someone who can snap her fingers and change the weather? If I could do that, you can be sure I would be charging a premium for that service. But how can this be Physis? You must have steered the ship off course or something. We sailed the exact same shipping route we always do. The nautical charts are right here, and my instruments don't lie. So what kind of nonsense are you spouting? I can't believe it's been a long while since you were last in Vals, but that city hasn't been any shade of warm since ancient times. But how the heck are the chest-high snowdrifts in Physis? Well, setting aside whether or not you believe it, the facts are facts. Complaining to me won't change the cold reality. She's actually handling this argument a lot better than I would have probably, because I would have been so confused. But she's like taking it as fact that like Physis used to be warm. And that it is near enough, or that his, like, she's not even confused about why he's confused. She's just like, yep, he believes it's hot. But it's not, because I'm right. If you have a complaint, take it up with the king, not me. Thanks to you, I have already delayed the ship's departure. Time is money, as the saying goes. Ugh. Yikes, he's scary. He sounds like a complete loony, too. Anyway, if you're headed to Val's, just head due northeast from here. Unless the snow is fresh, you should be able to find the tracks from the trader's sled, and just follow that trail until you arrive. It's interesting because she's talking about trader sleds, like commercing. Anyway, no trading ship has ever made a profit sitting at the dock full of cargo. So if you're done, I'll be going. That's fine. Thanks for pointing me in the right direction. But seriously, how the heck? Maybe the cold air will straighten up your mind. I only wish I had a coat to sell you before I left. Now, farewell. What's with that guy? Why is he so upset about Physis being cold? It's like being angry the sea is wet. There's something really fishy about him. What if he's up to no good? I should tail him just to make sure. Last time I was here, the sun was so hot I was practically sweating. What the heck happened? There's so much snow piled up on the hills that I can't see a blade of grass poking through. We got some freak storms every now and then, but nothing like this. Ice like this doesn't come from one little storm. This all feels like some sort of bad dream. Dang, won't even hear me out? What's so weird about asking if this is Physis? Look how cold it is! Anyone can see it's not natural. I don't really look that suspicious, do I? Ah, this is getting more ridiculous by the minute. Keep following him past the lighthouse towards the entrance. Trail the suspicious guy. Oh, there he is. He's literally still walking. This guy looks like he's supposed to be Riven with that haircut. I actually want to see what his hair does look like. He really does have the Riven from Winx Club look. It's actually kind of funny. Even the hair color is basically the same as Riven's. Who are you? Are you the guards here? What are you playing at? You don't expect me to believe you don't recognize the Black Ravens when you see them. Why does everyone keep talking about stuff I've never heard of? What do I care about a bunch of birds? That's kind of funny. You trying to sound tough, punk? The Ravens don't tolerate that kind of disrespect. Would you say that to King Krunk's face? Not much I can do when everyone reacts like that. I kind of feel a little bit bad for Urtrag. He's kind of getting like grilled for stuff that he can't really do anything about. Everyone just like, other than the navigator Igirna, nobody really believes him. The more he says, the weirder he seems. What's wrong with him? I better keep an eye on him a little longer. Uh-oh. Did he notice me? Hey, you've been following me, haven't you? I'm sorry, please don't be mad. It's just, I saw you getting off the ship and you look so cool, I got curious. Anything you want my help with? Huh? You seem like you're in trouble. I'm asking if anything you might need, if there's anything you might need help with. No, I'm fine. Suit yourself. Oh, he was happy. He had like a smiley face. He thought he got recognized or something, and then he didn't need help, and he was just like, "Aw, man. Sorry, that probably sounded callous." Sorry, kid. It's just... I feel like I'm going out of my mind right now. That's okay. I hope you feel better. Thanks. I gotta get to Val's and get to the bottom of this. There's no way my hometown is buried in snow. Oh gosh, maybe he really is crazy. But look at the size of that axe. I'm scared. Ooh. What are you doing out here, little one? Is something the matter? Grandma, I saw this really weird guy get off the ship earlier. I'm worried he might be dangerous. Somebody needs to warn people in Val's. Oh my, it sounds serious. Go, then, but be careful on your way, alright? I will, Grandma. I'll go straight to King Krung and let him know someone's coming. I don't really see how that's useful, because obviously he's going over there, but you know what, sure. It's difficult to believe there was a man like that out there. What is he after? Even if I find myself hard-pressed to offer a guess. If he's half as mad as I've been told, it's impossible to tell what he'd expect to accomplish by coming to Val's. It seems we'll advise the guards to be on high alert. He may have already arrived at the city gate. I'll relay my orders to the Black Ravens. It's interesting that this bird and this bird, this one appears more to be a falcon, and this one appears to be a eagle. I wonder why the designs are slightly different. Because like this doesn't, it's not the same bird. Like it's just simply not the same bird. Hawk, eagle. But what was I saying? I kind of got sidetracked. Good timing. We came looking for that punk anyway. Let's head to the gate and see if we can catch him. Hurry! I knew it! I knew he was bad news. He's not really. Thank you, King Krung and Queen Kirine. The guy was strong enough to cause real trouble. Let's go and make sure he doesn't. It looks like Vertrag has finally arrived in Val's. Head to the city entrance with the mercenaries. I wonder how this this story is different in Korean, like the original language. Because I feel like everything is a little bit like rough on the edges. I actually really feel bad for Vertrag. I don't think he's like crazy or like all of this stuff. How do I leave here? I feel like I'm always kind of stuck here. There's no exit button up here, so... Literally, where's the exit? Oh, is it over here? The land beneath the snow. But how are you, Elle? Oh, you're the master of illusion. Okay, so you should be right here. I'm gonna gear up and take you down. So this is Val's, right? Why the chilly reception? It's so funny! Only those with His Majesty's express permission may enter. We must insist that you turn back. But they actually told him to come over here. The people of Titan literally told him that he was like under arrest and he needs to be sent to Val's. So now that he's in Val's, he's not being let in. Like, it's crazy. Like, logically, I don't think the localization of the story was the best. Or maybe even in the Korean, it doesn't make complete sense. And I'm doing amazing! Anything special happening for you today? I'm not looking for a fight here, just let me through. I only want to look around the place. Unfortunately, I'm under strict orders to bar entry to anyone who looks suspicious. Please leave now. You won't even tell me if this is really Val's. But with all these giants around, it's gotta be it, right? Call out to Vertrag. You call out to Vertrag, who doesn't seem to have noticed your approach. You see his eyes flash as he quickly wheels around and scans the area, his gaze finally settling on you. What the? You guys? You seriously followed me all the way here? Well, we're actually here. Like, we're here. We were here before you. So, if anything, you're following me. Vertrag, I want the truth. It's time you came clean about what you're really after. Never thought we'd meet like this here in my homeland. Though, I gotta say, it's not exactly the way I remember it. What the heck happened to Physis? I had to trudge, Officer Trudge. Leagues of snow and ice to get here. Even the city looks different. So you were the one we were warned about. The one who keeps insisting that Val's was supposed to be warm. You keep spouting this nonsense. That's exactly why we can't let you in. Fine, fine. Guess I got complacent. I thought, maybe, just maybe. I won't demand that you let me in. I've seen enough. Good. Now, please, leave. 알겠습니다. Chased out of my own home like a stray dog. I feel so bad! I just feel so bad for Vertrag. He's been taking L after L. And he didn't even do anything. Like, 90% of the time, this guy isn't doing anything. Oh! I just read ahead. Seems like wherever I go, no one wants me around. I feel so bad. I want him around. He'd be on my team. I'd kick you out too, if I were them. You're not exactly acting trustworthy. Bro's just confused. So you want to hear the truth? You sure about that? Based on your friend's face, I guess he got through the trail I sent him, but... You're a real piece of work. You know that? A trial? That's what you call kicking someone when they're down? Huh. Fine, for your info, I clawed my way back. Now start talking. What the heck are you trying to pull? Me? It's simple. I don't want to stick around while they're yelling at me to scram. So, I'm gonna make myself scarce. Vertrag strides briskly through the field of snow, seemingly oblivious to the cold. Head to the outskirts of Val's to find him. He just walked a little bit off to the side, but he's still here. I was born and raised in Val's. Now, I barely recognize the place. It doesn't look anything like it used to. It's like my home just vanished or crumbled to dust. Everyone who lived there, gone, replaced by faces I've never seen before. What are you talking about? Oh, wait, are you... That's right, it's my story. Tell me, have you lost your home like that? I have. Daring, yeah, because we have. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, like, I don't really have beef with Vertrag. Like, I have a little bit of beef, but mostly I just feel bad for him. And I don't feel like he's a malicious person. Like, it's true that you don't have to vibe with someone to respect them and to say that they're a good person. You know what I mean? Like, there are some people whose personalities just clash. And that's okay. You told Vertrag that within the ceaseless flow of time, nothing remains unchanged for so long. Everything changes, changes. Things are changing constantly. Everything changes, changes. It's evolutionary. More often than not, the people and places we know don't stay the way we recall them in our most vivid memories. Then, it sounds like you know what I'm feeling. The sensation of losing something you never doubted would always be there. Did I take it all for granted? Right now, it's like the realization is hammering me on every side. Even talking with you like this, it's more than I can handle right now. Bro needs to de-stress. It's a lonely fate to have no one who remembers you. Time won't follow the path we came, the world you left, it forgot your name. Weather in France has been really nice lately. Ooh! What's your favorite kind of weather, Brony? Mine is actually rainy weather. I actually really love rainy, snowy, or at least cloudy. I don't really like sunny like that. Because it's always hot when the sun is out. No one to share memories of the good times with. You seem to remember hearing something like that before. Perhaps in Delga's memories. You experienced through the shard of Pulnaborn. 60s and 70s. That's your favorite, or what it is right now in France? Oh shoot, I accidentally tore my pants. Like the hem. I guess it's true. I really am alone. His situation seems to mirror Dalga's in many ways, both having lost the place they called home. While you ponder their unfortunate circumstances, you hear Vertrag grinding his teeth in anger. In anger, okay. Dang it. You never tell me all the important stuff. Just how to muck things up. Thanks for nothing, Leanin. Just get to the point. What does all of this have to do with my sister? Way to make this situation about you. Is this magnifying? Always. Oh yes, Mabinogi. And hello, Sir Alphonse, and thank you. I hope you have a wonderful stream too. Are you streaming today, like right now? You want to know the truth? Fine. Once you know who I am and where I came from, all of your questions will be answered. Nod your head. Needing to uncover the truth about the city of the gods, you nod. Vertrag remains quiet, with only a slow, deliberate blink to signal his resigned acceptance. There was nothing in my contract forbidding me to talk about this, so I should just be clear. Besides, it turns out that it's my second time commenting. Kinda nervous? You should be kinda nervous. Actually, this is when you start getting nervous, because on the 100th comment, I will bite you. Just kidding. But thank you so much. I appreciate the love you so much. That's actually really cute. Don't worry, I don't bite usually. So this should be clear. Besides, it turns out there was a whole lot he didn't tell me. Way I see it, turnabout is fair play, right? Turnabout reminds me of the Phoenix Wright series. My name is Phoenix Wright. Because there's a lot of, I think almost all of the cases in at least the first game have like turnabout something in the case name. Here, take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. It's a trophy I've kept with me for so long. Vertrag hands you a large wolf fang ornament, similar to the ones looped around his neck. Its surface has been worn smooth, polished by many years of travel and handling. Could it be some sort of totem containing Vertrag's memories? Use Vertrag's wolf tooth to witness whatever memories it may hold. I kind of wish that they explained this a little bit more, because oftentimes they give us items that trigger some sort of like memory, but can we explain it or maybe re-explain it? Because after all these years, I kind of forgot. Like, why can we just, how can everybody put their memories into objects, and how can I just like witness it? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, they do that a lot in Mabi, so I'm not necessarily like confused or anything. I just want to know what the in-game explanation is. Symbol of strength. I just wanted to read the description really quickly. A potent, chaotic memory seeps forth from the wolf fang. You hear the ring of weapons clashing, shouts and screams of anguish, as though you've been thrown into a frenzied battlefield. Oh, Alpheus. Get to the front lines as fast as you can. We're losing. The elves are... sounding like Link. You sure do love shouting, don't you? Dang it, I won't allow the heart of the Kruckle to fall into the hands of you filth, giant filth. Is that like from Saga? No, I think that's something else. You knew this would happen when you tried to invade us. The voice is unmistakably Vertrag, yet his tone is one far more ruthless than you've ever heard from the warrior. You blink again as the world of the memory comes into focus around you. Clench your teeth. Clench your teeth? Does that just mean like, I guess like you clench your fist, it's like you tighten it? So like, do you like close your jaw really hard? Clench your jaw? Does that make sense? I don't even know. You feel as though you've been tossed into the memory, engulfed in flames, in something force, dragging you deeper in with each passing moment. That's actually a very quick memory if that's it. Okay. Alright. Dinner's just about ready. Make sure you get some rest. We need all the strength we can get for a fight still to come. Hey, thanks for your help earlier. No one can stand against you for long. He's not the king's go-to guy for nothing. We'd be up a creek without him. I'm just waiting on you guys to get as strong as me. When you've got power, there's nothing that can match the thrill of a good fight. Don't stew in your dissatisfaction. That'll just lead to more dangerous encounters down the road. Then one day, you'll find yourself staring at a dead end. There's no nice, neat order to who will wind up bleeding first. What? Having some crazy elf running at you with murder in his eyes isn't something you can really prepare for. Even if you are a champion, we'd be living in peace right now if those pointy-eared people haven't tried to invade us. The heart of whatever? I don't give a hoot about any of it. You don't care about that either, do you? What are you telling me? You wouldn't jump at the chance to gain strength from them. And come on, there's no way I'd fall for an ambush like that. You never know when your last day is gonna be. Me? I'd do anything I can to win renown or whatever time I got. At least when it's all over, my name will go down in history as a legend for all the giants. I feel bad because that's not what happened. That's Vertrag for you, one of the mightiest words of lofty ambitions to match. Oh, I see. So you're in then. What does that mean? In what? Not them having tent and then choosing to sleep like this. It's time to say goodbye. Oi. Vertrag, wake up. What's going on? Get up, you won't believe this. What's so urgent you gotta wake me up in the dead of night? If you're gonna betray him, that's terrible. Show me how to say goodbye. The heart, we found it. With this, giants can win the war. What? Oh wow, this is really cute. Pleased to meet you. Who is this kid? To put it simply, the fellow broke ranks with his kin. Fortunately for him, he ran into me first. I know this may be hard to believe, but more than anything, I want this war to be over. The elves' greed is insatiable. It led them to start this war, and I fear will drive them to the bitter end. Bitter end. I led the expedition that discovered the heart, but I know in my heart that even that won't sate their lust for war. The elves must be punished, not only for their greed, but for defying the divine will. Grade A character design. Are you kidding me? I honestly hope this is some tasteless prank. Where did you dig up this crazy elf? Or did you really think I'm dumb enough to fall for such an obvious trap? Come on, you gotta know how to play your hand. I know how you feel, Vertrag. At first I couldn't believe it either. But this is the real deal. I won't steer you wrong. You know you're stronger than any of us. You're the one who could control the power of the artifact like the heart. Huh. Is that it? You thought I would just be driven by a blind lust for power? Do you really think I got rocks for brains? Maybe if you showed me the heart, your story would hold some water. If you really want to deceive people, you can't swing for the moons from the get-go. I can take you to it right now. Oh! Phew! I don't know if you're trying to fool me or if you really believed his story, but either way, now we got one less liar running around. That is crazy. Come on, let's go back to camp. We'll just pretend none of this ever happened. He just turned around like... But this guy? Not Vertrag. Boo, boo, tomato, tomato. What's the matter? You seem confident you never fall prey to ambush. Or did your training not prepare you for that? Why did you... It was kind of dumb to put your... honor, of course. The same honor you took for granted. That you could never have enough of. Well, maybe you should save some for the rest of us. If it wasn't too difficult to cook some half-decent acting out of elf scared for his life, and tomorrow it'd be me on the battlefield. He should have never put his back to his suspected enemy. And don't worry about your legend. I'll make sure they go down in history as a caravan who sold out his own people, blinded by the thirst for power and glory. Everlasting dishonor, Vertrag. That'll be the price you pay for looking down on me. Your body can rot out here. He's crazy. I'm stunned. It wasn't in vain. More you fight, the faster we'll win. So then he got, I guess people who had honorable death get sent to the city of the gods. You poor thing, you suffered so terribly. I've never done this before, but I shall claim you for my own. Nope, where'd he go? Time for work. Have a good day. Have a good day, Al. You too. Have fun at work. I hope you finish fast or get overtime or whatever the best case scenario is. Talk to Vertrag at the entrance of Val's. Show me how to say goodbye. Tell me how to let go. Look, I don't expect any special treatment, just for being an esteemed elder. But don't you think you're going a little overboard here? Finished 2.5 session of Master Duel earlier. It was fun. Hey! How many wins? How many losses? What happened? Did you make a new deck? An esteemed elder? You're a disgrace to giants everywhere. That's low-key, like, how do you even know? Like, how do you know? Still in a daze from reliving Vertrag's memory, you stagger toward the sound of angry voices. When you finally manage to focus, you see Vertrag locked in a tense standoff with Krung. Did you see what that memory was just now? Was there anything about Dairine? Recount what you saw in the memory. You tell the others what happened in the memory you witnessed. Showed the fierce battle of the heart of this, the ancient war between elves and giants that ravaged Iria. During the fighting, Vertrag was betrayed by an ally and struck down. That's like the worst. Like betrayal is just crazy. It is a crazy concept to me. Are you saying he actually fought in that war? But that was literally ancient history. How is he still alive? Did he actually come back from the dead? Well, duh. The very notion that you spilled blood in the battle of that heart is preposterous. Begone from this land at once. 13 wins out of 15 duels. That's crazy! Congrats! Fiendsmith is somehow still worse than Malice. LOL, that's crazy. Malice must be crazy. Like, insane. I'm sorry, I can't even think of other words other than crazy. But 13 wins out of 15 duels? That's impressive. And Fiendsmith is huge. And welcome in mind. Wait, then you don't believe a word what he's saying. As Aine questions Krung, you see the king's face twist into contemptuous scowl. You truly expect me to swallow such an absurd account? Not lightly do our people speak of ancient giants and their deeds. He speaks the truth. Are you... Krung's eyes seem to quiver in their sockets. That's a funny description. Are you telling me that the giant standing before me walked this land when Physis was still lush and green in the days before the curse? One duel actually went for 30 minutes. That's crazy. Yes, that's what I've been saying all along. How many times do I have to repeat myself? I can't even guess how many generations there were between the two of us. No one alive today would remember that sight. But this land was once covered with wild grass that would sway gently in the wind. That was home to me. Feels like home to me. I have no shame. I'm proud of where I came from. You could look out and see the rolling green hills stretching all the way to the horizon and beyond. I wanted to come back and take in that beautiful scenery again, at least once. Then the stories passed down from our ancestors were all true. And he doesn't have his eagle. You may enter Vals. I won't try to chase you out. Just don't go around stirring up the others. Ravens, stand down. I'll relay the orders to the others upon my return. Yes, Your Majesty. Krung walks away, newly burdened by what he has learned. Declan, meanwhile, appears to have something to say to Vertrag. I really need someone to apologize to Vertrag. Like, I really do. Like, at least one, I'm sorry. Hey, Vertrag. You still haven't told us what's important. You're from the past. Fine, I got it. But what does it have to do with my sister? Way to make it about you, Declan. Like, I'm stunned. Tell us how you know Dairine. She sure as heck never mentioned anyone like you. Well, duh, cause he's from the past. They would have met after she died. Well, she hasn't mentioned you either, so... Huh. Don't have a fit, I'm kidding. I never said I knew her before she died, did I? Exactly. What? Then that place, the City of the Gods, is really full of dead people? I see dead people. You wanna know? Okay. Here's the deal, I'll tell you. If I get to have myself a fight. You wanna fight me? Why? What? No, don't make me laugh, not you. I wanna fight the Malaysian. You know who I am. So there's no reason to delay any longer. I mean, originally I wanted this to become the world's hero first. So it won't matter when the Malaysian disappears. What do you mean? You heard me. I've been trying to become a hero so I can get rid of you. That's crazy. Not him threatening me and my little teddy bear. My little teddy bear. If you just vanish out of the blue, it'd be chaos. I don't want that. So I'm trying to fill the gap myself. What? Why are you after her at all? You can't erase the isekai protagonist? Exactly, I have plot armor. But I honestly prefer him being more, like, honest about his intentions and not trying to, like, replace me in the heart of people. I'm okay with him being the hero, you know what I mean? You saw my final moments. I lost my honor, was branded a traitor, and I couldn't show my face before my own people. But I've been offered a second chance. If I kill you, I can live in Aaron again. What? I guess that was the deal that he made to get here? I signed a contract that'll switch our places or something. I'm a bit fuzzy on the details, but you get the point. So, that's why you've been after her. You just want to save yourself. Okay. Yeah. Man, it wasn't my choice. But I was trying to do it in a way that'd be good for everyone. I become a hero, the world's still protected, then I get to go back to my hometown with my head held high. If he wants to be a hero, please do. We always do the errands. A retirement would be nice. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying, Fukuman! Like, literally, like I said this before, we're constantly doing everything for Aaron. Not, like, everything. In every city, every continent, we're doing everything. And then there was whole generations where you see that you're stressful. Like, we have to counsel people, we have to save the world, we have to nurture, like, we had to, like, do all of this stuff for all of these people. We need a break. We need to be able to delegate things. So Vertrag, I'm all for. I'm all for Vertrag being a hero. Like, please. I need it. We still haven't gotten paid for saving the world at all. Like, the most we have is, like, a dinner before we get thrown into the next chaos. But that's no longer possible. I never imagined my hometown would be. It's changed so much. Too much. The vows I knew is gone. So all I've got left is this contract. I'm not even mad. Like, he's actively trying to kill me and I do not care. Like, I'm just like, I feel bad for this guy. I feel bad, of course. I don't want Aaron to lose his hero, but I still have to get rid of you now. You don't have to agree with my deal, but you should know I'm gonna attack you anyway. I don't have a lot of time. Sounds fun, sounds pointless. You can't possibly beat me. This is honestly true. I guess sounds pointless? I guess? I'm gonna say this because this is actually kind of disrespectful. Sounds fun, it's just not the accurate answer. So I'm just gonna, I guess the arrogant answer is the best answer. What? Upright! I don't want upright! I wish I said the other one. Because, like, I don't want upright. I feel like that's gonna be the unbent stem, which is, like, the lamest title of the 3 titles you can get. I'm not the first person who tried to kiss us. Pretty used to it by now. Yeah. Just kidding. No, literally, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty used to it. I actually like Vertrag. As a character, I'm actually a fan of Vertrag. He's pretty cool. He doesn't understand the true power of immolation. There's no need to fight, he'll be one-sided anyway. Sure, I've never fought the immolation, but you never fought a giant from our glory days, have you? Don't get cocky. Even if I lose, I'll give you a battle you'll never forget. I'm ready for anything. Honestly, I have a feeling this battle might be hard, but I'm still not worried. I'm gonna put my teddy bear down and fight you, okay? Even if I lose, I'll give you the battle. Let me actually put on mana shield while I'm at it. Even if I lose, I'll give you a battle you'll never forget. I'm ready for anything. Howdy, Bean! Welcome in. Enough stalling. I want to get... Imagine if we beat him with 1 meteor strike. Enough stalling. I want to give you a fight to remember, Malaysian. Next time, I think I will actively choose what I think is not upright. All you weaklings, just stay out of the way, okay? I want this to be one-on-one. Vertrag doesn't seem like he'll change his mind. Aina makes noise of protest by your side. Talk to her first. Let me put on Mana Shield and also Spell Walk. Don't talk nonsense! No way we'll stand by and while you attack her. I know we're not a match in strength, but... Look, no offense, but you three are way too weak to interest me. It won't even be a fun fight, so just stay out of the way. No can do. Sorry, I won't let her fight alone. It's okay, Aine. I'm fine. I will literally meteor strike him. You're starting to annoy me. Fine, you want information, right? Well, if you get in the way of my fight with the Malaysian, Whoa! It's that simple. If you want to learn anything, stay right where you are. He's crazy! I respect it. I respect it. Who do you think you are? Shut up. Make me. I'm sorry, but I'm a coward. I can't help you here. That's fine. That is okay. Let's not waste any more time. Time to make a final stand. Fight him. You better not hold back. I don't want this to be too one-sided. Vertrag's azure eyes flash at you like cold fire. Is this gonna be a really crazy fight? We'll see if you really live up to your reputation. Oh, I forgot he has that fancy axe. I'll show you how a real giant fights. Let me actually close my chip bag. How would he feel if he knew I was eating chips before fighting him? Let's see how he can last against my meteor strike. Oh, shoot, he's like spinning. Okay, that was 10%. That's not too bad. What chips are you eating? Cheetos! Are you just standing there? How much? It's really not that hard. And he's just standing there. I don't even have Harmonic Saint right now. He's already down to 67%. Is he gonna get like really hard all of a sudden? Like, you know, like those bosses that scale that get stronger. Where is he? That scale and get stronger with every bit of damage they hit. Like, he's getting me sometimes, like, don't get me wrong. It's just not enough for me to be, like, worried about it. And hello! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the raid! I am in the middle of this fight, so I really can't see what's going on, but thank you so much. Was it Elo who did the raid? How was it? What did you guys do? Oops. Did you already fight Vertrag? Bolded. Nice, nice. Thank you, thank you. Were you playing Mabi? Bull? Well, I gotta go now. Have a good one. Well, thank you so much. Ah, okay. Thank you so much, Brony. Yeah, Vertrag's such a sweetie. I like Vertrag! Thank you, Elo. Like, I'm not even mad at Vertrag. Like, he's actively trying to kill me, yeah, but I don't really mind that much. As far as motivation goes, I understand. Like, he was betrayed when he died. Like, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bring the fight to you guys. I didn't even know you guys... Don't hit them! They're not fighting! As far as motivation goes, he makes sense. And he's honestly trying to do good. He's just trying to protect himself. I can't let this opportunity pass. He's like, I will not throw away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. He wants honor. I'm not really mad at him. It's kind of giving Zuko. But not, like, exactly. We love Hamilton. Yeah, we do, for sure. Okay. Our bros are just overreacting like crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, he really hasn't even done anything. Declan's making everything about Dairine. It's really not like that. And then, like, everybody's, like, kind of, like, supporting Declan, like, Aine and Sephra. And when it comes to, like, friends, that's really how your friends should be. They should support you. But, like, at the end of the day, we're needlessly fighting Vertrag all the time. Exactly. Have lots of fun with G27. Oh, it's EP time? Alright, have a good one. And thank you so much for raiding in. I truly appreciate it. Have a nice meal. Stay hydrated. Get some rest. I can't become a disgrace to my people. Like, at the end of the day, like, I really feel I feel for him. He's been going through it. He's been taking L's non-stop this generation. I accidentally did Ice Spear. He's screaming, ah! Why am I doing lightning? I should be doing hailstorm. Not every trigger is a real threat, Declan, and I can't believe his mates aren't helping him. True. And, like, at some point, like, you also need to understand that, like, not everyone is trying to hurt you, even though some things may happen. Like, one of the first reasons why we started disliking Vertrag was because of mentioning Dairine, right? But why did Declan take that as an insult or like some like betrayal? And I understand like those feelings of hurt and everything. It happens. But Vertrag truly didn't mean any harm. Okay, now that this fight, I couldn't hold my part of the bargain. Is this how it ends? Is this the way it ends now? How could I not see this coming after losing everything? No, I don't want him to go. You better get back up. I'm just saying, you better get up. Are you okay? Thank goodness. I'm sorry, I wish I could have helped, but... No, I was fine. I was fine. I owe you an apology, too, for being a coward who let himself be threatened. It's really okay. I don't mind. We couldn't have done much even if we had stepped in. Let's just be glad things turned out the way they did. Safra and Aine was writing it out instead of helping Declan, for sure. What's this? What's this? What's this? A scroll? I don't suppose it could be a contract you mentioned, could it? And hi, impossible jump. I bet it'll be some sort of memory attached to it. Come on, let's take a look. Let me get some hand sanitizer really quickly. Because I touched my stomach and I want to eat chips, but I cannot do it if I touch anything. Hand Fanny, hand Fanny, hand Fanny, hand Fanny. Do you like the Hand Fanny song? Like Declan going cuckoo, I understand that, but Aine and Safra jumping at the scene in front of the castle gate. Low-key, you're right. Oh my gosh! Is that a hype train? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know when that happened. I just looked at my phone and saw it. Because I was trying to like catch up on messages. Are you OCD or something? No. At least I don't think so. And hi, Schnuggy. Welcome in. But in general, I want to have clean hands when I eat. Everyone should. So give us clean hands. Okay. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Not every... Okay. Hype train success. Hey, I saw it right at the end, but thank you. Thank you so much for the head pat. That's very kind of you. Of course. How many gift subs were there? Oh, there was 5. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a phobia thing? Yes, I do have a phobia. I'm not OCD, so. I have mysophobia, which is the fear of contamination. But you know what? I just touched my phone. But thank you so much. Oh, look, and I know some of those people will really appreciate that sub. But thank you so much for the raid, for the subs and everything. Show me how to say goodbye. You know, I'm actually making a hand sanitizer container. So I'm not sure whoever saw it. But I'm actually, I'm doing some 3D models. And, I made this cake. But I think it's coming out really cute. And what I want to do is basically fill it in and then hollow out a spot for a bottle and then put a hand sanitizer bottle in there, like a hand sanitizer spray. I think it will be so cute. I have 5 tongs just for food and crisps as well. Ooh, that's valid. You know, I was thinking about getting like, but the thing is, you don't need to overcome every phobia. Like, I'm also afraid of dogs, but I don't, well, not all dogs. Arachnophobia is something I will never get over. And honestly, that's okay. Like, I don't have arachnophobia myself, but you can definitely do things to stop you from being in a situation that scares you. Now, if it gets in front of, if it gets in the way of your life, then that's different. You know what I mean? Like, that's too much. Like, for example, if you live in a region where there's tons of spiders every day, all of the time, that sounds kind of interesting. Um, but but then it you know what I mean? Like, if the phobia stops you from living a happy life, then you should work to overcome it. If not, oh, your new glasses shipped? Oh, that's amazing. What kind are they? I'm gonna tell my chain of command that I have a phobia following orders. Interesting. I only think I have 3, which is the mysophobia, like fear of contamination. And then after that is fear of heights. Actually, I think I'm afraid of small dogs more than I am of heights. No, it has to be heights. Because I do sometimes get a little bit nervous walking upstairs. I know that sounds kind of goofy. Um, but and small dogs. Not all dogs, but small energetic ones. And I appreciate you regardless, Jump. Bringing chihuahuas is normal though. Exactly. Chihuahuas are one of the biggest problems. The other ones, like a cute little pug, like they're not gonna do anything. You know what I mean? Like they're sweet. Or like, you know what I mean? Like it's really the high energy small dogs, which is basically like the chihuahua. And there are some other ones, but like I'm not afraid of a husky or a German shepherd. They're just energetic, but they're not dangerous. Chihuahuas are like little rage demons for sure. Yeah, literally. Murtag's lying there peacefully. He reminds me of Snow White right there, you know, like hands crossed and everything. Use the scroll of Vertrag's memory. You know, I always misspell Snuggy. I feel like I say Shungy sometimes. But I do meet some people who are spooked for life, and I feel bad for those. Oh, you mean like some chihuahuas? Fear of the ocean. Really? Fear of ocean? Fear of spiders? Fear of tight spaces? Claustrophobia? Fear of high places? Yeah. It's not even high places for me. It's movement on high places. So like for example, if I'm on a skyscraper, like if I'm in a skyscraper, I'm fine with that. Like it's not the height itself, it's movement on a height. Like for example, if I was like on a shaky bridge and it was like moving, then I would have concern about that. Fear of cross contamination? Fair. And some chihuahuas are sweet. Actually, do you remember how I used to have dogs that were barking in the background? They were really loud and rambunctious and really scary. They would run up to me and try to like fight me all the time. And I was really scared. They were always barking. Well, they were actually abandoned by my neighbors. So like my neighbors like actually like ran. It's a whole situation. But basically they left their dogs. And you know, I can't leave them there. So even though I was like scared of them, I would like sit there and then try to like give them food, give them water, make sure that they were at least, you know, living. And I tell you, after like I gave them food like 1 or twice, they were really chill. Like they were really cool. They didn't bark, they didn't fight. And it just made me think like they must have been so mistreated. Like really, because they were so cruel, so loud, so noisy. And then when my neighbors left and then abandoned them, it took 1 day to make them sweet again. And that blew my mind. So yes, don't feel bad for them. They were named and then they were given to a new home. And they're actually so well behaved now. They're so sweet. Exactly, they knew they were abandoned. But let's read that scroll. So yes, you will no longer hear the dogs barking in the background. This is not the same scroll we picked up. It was like orange, remember? Your gaze lands on that small scroll that tumbled out of Bertrag's grasp. If it contains his memories, focusing on it might tell you something new about where he came from. We're coming along this time. We can't always just expect you to pull our feet out of the fire. We have to return the favor too. What does viewing this memory help me with? It's okay if you're nosy. I'm nosy too. Yeah, you've been through way too much lately on my account. I'm all in. Open it. We'll look together. All set? Let's focus on 3, 2... I feel like something's pulling on me. When the scroll is unbound, Vertrag's memories begin to spill forth. This guy! Suspicious mofo. You're right. I lived here a long time. Is this seraphic? Like, is this outfit seraphic but red? I know you've been here for the longest of any of us, but has the happiness of this new life truly worn thin for you? Honestly, maybe it has. Feels like it's been long enough that the early days just kind of blur together for me. I must have spent ages here alone. Do you know how long it takes to trim every twig on a tree by yourself? Do you know that, Vertrag? It's mad I can't cut trees in Kaoru Forest. Really? Have you tried? How would you know that? I can't say I do. Arboriculture wasn't the task I was given. It took a couple of minutes. I could make it last an hour. But no matter how slow and how meticulous I tried to be, I'd be done before the day was half over. Then I move on to another tree, then another, but the days seemed to stretch even longer than I had trees to prune. So I'd find myself back in the plaza, polishing the same statue I polished the day before. That's low-key depressing. Ah. After that, I just wandered around the town aimlessly. Occasionally, I'd run into her. I can't even count how many days passed exactly like that. If my hair grew, I'd probably have to cut it 100 times. Maybe even thousands. Who knows? This guy is sweet, because I think Vertrag is sweet, but this priest guy kind of has me concerned. Like, he has me confused. I don't get him. Infinite labor sounds boring, right? Lock in? Okay, I got you. Vertrag is sweet. Yeah, I agree. After that, we got a second resident. Finotan. She was so full of energy. It was always fun to hang out together. It was just Finotan and I for a long time. Mabinogi. We're playing Mabinogi. It's an old MMO from 2004, but it was localized and in North America in 2009. Probably as long as I spent alone before she came, but eventually there was a third, and then a fourth. Yeah, it's an MMORPG where they encourage you to live your fantasy life. So right now I'm doing the storyline, which vaguely has like Celtic inspired story. Hello, Niji! I hope you're having a nice day. I am. How are you? There was times we got new residents in fairly quick succession, and times when it felt like eons before the next one came. From the very beginning up through today, I've been through it all. Of course I remember the day you showed up, Lennon, our 13th resident. 13th? That's suspicious. I didn't realize it had been that long. And thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. No need to play dumb with me. I mean, it's been a peaceful time. Calm as can be. Good afternoon, desperately fighting sleep, but I'm here. Well, thank you, Dime. And tell me, is there a rising and Clippy? Because the more I look, the more Clippy I see. in profile pictures mainly. So it'll be like, I've seen like 20 clippies now. In all sorts of locations, on Twitter, on YouTube. Despite all the time that's passed, I never felt an unbearable boredom or any sort of pain or suffering. Even my hatred for the elves ebbed away, until one day, I just realized it was gone. When I got my wolf fangs back and my memories with them, it was like all the pieces finally came together. Everyone's supposed to go to this underworld when they die. I never took much stock in fate, but that's not one I'd figured I'd defy. Bertrag, don't you know how rare a blessing we've all been granted here? Most people simply go to their graves with regrets and unfulfilled longings. Why does he remind me of Happy Mask Salesman? They have nothing in common. Nothing, not even posture. But for some reason, he's giving me Happy Mask Salesman vibes. Infinite labor, you guys can keep it? Yeah, for sure. And strictly speaking, you're different being than the Vertrag who once walked Aaron, and your soul now possesses a gift from her. You're right. And I am grateful, but it's like we exist to populate a dollhouse. Ooh, that's crazy. No, never mind. It's been a blessing. It's a form of protest. I'm doing spent 1 in 100 girlfriends. I don't know what that is. The music. My other neighbors are playing music now. Indeed, it's thanks to her grace that we can live surrounded by such beauty. You're suspicious. Like, I don't know, like, why does he feel like a plant? He feels like a plant, like a psyop. We've been chosen here to dwell in Vrelith, an empty cradle of Murias, once a city where the gods dwelled. This is our home, where we belong. Murias. Since you agreed to the contract, you're free to leave if you so choose. I'm simply trying to understand why it is you wish to. I don't want you to have regrets. On that note, how about saying farewell to the others before you leave? What's the point? It's not like they'll know I'm gone. Well, if it puts your heart at ease, that's reason enough, isn't it? Human named Lianen. Besides, there's no need to be brusque. You already said your farewells to several of them already, haven't you? What was it you said to Finotan? Till next time, kiddo, I believe? Oh. I think I've heard of it. Let me Google it. Was it 100 Girlfriends? No. Wait. I feel like I have seen this, but I thought it was different. No, I don't think I've seen this. I think I saw one with only women. The characters look similar. Not like super similar, but I feel like the style or something looks familiar about it. Surely there's something meaningful in such an exchange. Far more, I would say, than your plan to become a hero. People managed to get by before the Malaysian appeared in Aaron. Even without their intervention, people lived full, happy lives. Don't you think you're worrying over much about how the world will get on without a hero? Yeah, maybe I am, but that's my choice to make. It is, and I've made no secret of the fact that we hold very different opinions on the matter, but let's look at it from a different angle. Do you think this is what she wanted? Is this why she brought you here? Bro is suspicious. Like, I'm just saying, like... It's a good anime with good laughs. Nice. That I don't know, but I want to be able to return to my homeland with my head held high. Only the strong are recognized in vows. With my honor lost, no one would welcome me back. Well, that might be true of Val's then, but you may be surprised to find what has changed. Still, you can do as you please. It's so funny and cute, yeah? Just don't forget the terms of the contract. If you want to follow through with your plans, you'll likely find it necessary to exploit the Malaysians' vulnerabilities. There are none. I better go find Dairine. Perhaps I ought to prepare the memories. I'll need to think this over. Dairine? What does she have to do with this? Oh, you mean because of that friend of the Malaysians you mentioned? Pay it no mind. You only need to act as you normally would. It will become clear soon enough. I'm going to fetch something I think will be of use to you. Have you seen Girlfriend? I have not. I'm not really big on romance in general. It's never something I actively seek out. Come find me once you finish your preparations. I'll see you off. Your destination will be in Maka. Be prepared. You don't know how soon circumstances will throw you into a fight. In Maka. Never heard of it. I'm sure it won't be too hard to find though. Yay! Da 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 da. Murias. The name's awfully familiar. Is that one of the City of the Gods? Merlin told you their names, Philias, Mirias, Glorias, and Findas. You confirm that Mirias is a City of the Gods. I have it, I like it too, though it kind of gets less good as it progresses. Interesting. I love Nagisa though. So you were right then. He actually did live in the City of the Gods. After he died, he lived in Mirias for a long time, until the contract that let him come back to Aaron. Is that right? He said he was the first resident. Does that mean he's the first mortal to ever live in the City of the Gods? It doesn't matter. No matter how hard it was, I still can't stand that contract. He can live, but she has to die? How selfish. Dairine, he really knows her. To be honest, like, I'm not really mad. To be honest. Especially how, like, Malaysians, even if I died now, can just guide me back. Like, how does he have the power to, like, destroy the connection? To sever our connection from the soul stream? She's alive and in Mirias. So we have to go. How do we get there? Declan, hold on. He said something I think you missed. That Dairine might have not been the same person you knew. I love romantic comedic animes. Always looking for recommendations. Again, that's very hard for me. I don't know that many romance that I like actually enjoy. It's usually, if anything, romance is like the subplot. And the true strength is the comedy for me. What? All that nonsense about being blessed after death, don't see how that... No, I heard it too. He said... Lennon said Bertrag was different than he was in life. Something about being given a soul, I think? If her soul is different, she might not be the person she was. Seto no Hanayome. Her soul? Who cares? I believe in what I can see with my own eyes. A person who looks exactly like my sister is alive and well in Mirias. Kenjana. I have to go there, with or without you all. Sorry. Declan is crazy, like he's going off the rails. We need to investigate Mirias anyway. If Declan didn't want to go, you need to find out more about it. Even if Declan didn't want to go, you need to find more about it. You tell him that Mirias is tied to Finda's fate. Wait, really? Well, that's one more reason to go then. Too bad. You just knocked out the one person who knows how to get there. What do we do now? Hey! Merlin, where are you? You hear a familiar shout from ways off. What is Merlin doing here? Merlin! I'm pretty hesitant with romance genre myself. I love romance as a concept, but a lot of the genre can annoy me because half the time it's just toxic people choosing not to communicate. Thank you, Hime. Or Niji. That's another thing I really don't like about romance, because sometimes it's needlessly complicated. For example, like, one of my least favorite things, as you mentioned, is communication. So normally, when two people have a fight, they talk about it. Normally. But in some, like, anime, it will be, like, the most picture-perfect relationship. So a relationship that normally would have a lot of communication. Because sometimes, you know, sometimes relationships can be rough and then communication does stop. But normally how the anime is, it's like super lovey-dovey. And then suddenly, like, he's thinking about buying her a ring, for example. So he asks her best friend to go shopping for jewelry. And then she sees them together and she's like, oh no, he's cheating on me. And then instead of like talking about it or like even confronting him in literally any way possible, she just walks away and is just like, does he love me? What did I do wrong? And then they spend like 5 episodes having this conflict, and then eventually he's like, does she not love me anymore? What if I got the wrong ring? What if she says no? And then it's like 20 episodes of the same conflict that you know could be resolved in 2 seconds. It drives me nuts. And then it feels like they didn't have any other drama. That's why I like it when there's something else in the romance genre. So like if it's like in Kiss Naiver, there is romance. There's a ton of romance actually. There's I think like 3 main couples in that one genre, in that one anime, all explored at the same time, but there is other drama. In fact, I don't think any of the relationships had the drama while they were, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was so different. If people in romance anime had a chat like normal people, they would have ended in 5 seconds. Exactly. Even if you come at it from an angry perspective. Like sad, like for example, they're angry, how dare you cheat on me, that was my best friend. Then he'll be like, what? No, I was shopping for a ring, here's the receipt. Or if she went and talked to her friend, how dare you you steal my man, you homewrecker. And then she would have been like, wait, no, I wanted to save this as a surprise, but it was a ring, he was buying you a ring. Or you know what I mean? Like there's like a lot of more realistic ways to end that conversation and to confront the person. Or it could be sad, like, hey, I saw you on a date with my friend, and he'd be like, oh no, I wasn't on a date, you know what I mean? Homewrecker. You know that song? It's like, stay away from my man, homewrecker. They're just young, granny don't have time. Exactly. And that's like my biggest gripe with romance anime. It's sort of like the isekai genre, where there's a lot of garbage, but a lot of gems too. It's just so oversaturated. You have to find the gem. Cause like, I remember reading one manhwa, it was so terrible. So basically, I really like the concept of it. Basically, this girl, she reincarnates every single time at the end of her life. She restarts. And her first lifespan, so basically where this where the concept was that at the beginning of her life, not at the beginning, but at the beginning of each loop, she would meet 3 guys who wanted to marry her, basically. Like it was like a arranged marriage situation. and then she could pick which of the three that she wanted. So in the first life, she chose the first guy, and then he ended up like losing all of his money and everything, and then they lived like in a terrible life. Then she died, and then reincarnated back to that point, and she chose the second guy, who like ended up like trying to control every little bit of her life, and then she died kind of like a puppet or like a doll to him, and then she reincarnated again. And then she's like, how am I reincarnating? And then the third time, she chooses the third guy. And then this third guy is like, actually, like I was, I just want you to live a happy life. And he was different. And that was the concept. So basically she would rewind time. And then they alluded to the fact that he was also a time traveler. And the reason she was able to reincarnate was because he gave her a peach. And then because of that peach that he gave her in every lifetime, she would be reincarnated again because of that peach. And I just thought that was like, kind of dumb, like a dumb execution, because you watched her suffer for 3 lifespans, 3 entire lifespans. You watched her suffer and die. And then you're like, actually, I wanted you to live your life as the way you wanted. No. 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 Like at some point in the first lifespan, you should have bailed her out, you know, because she ran out of money, right? He should have bailed her out. It was crazy. While the concept of reincarnation, I think, is really cool, like the execution was just not there. Romantic comedies are cool too, but I feel like drama is a little bit better. And hello, Game Boy. I thought you were about to say you like that. No, I like the concept. The execution was trash though, and I feel like that with a lot. But there are good ones. Like my favorite is like The Lady's Butler. That one is actually a really good romance drama, like romantic drama. I love it. It again has to do with like basically nobody died yet except for one person. One person died, but basically she isekais. Whoa, where am I? So the main character isekais into the body of one of the characters in a novel. And then, well, what happened to that person whose body she took over? Well, she was reincarnated into another person in that novel. And then there's people who know what happened, and then there's people who don't. And that one was really well. Like, that one was really good. I like that one. And there was no moment of sheer miscommunication except for that she was a reincarnation. So basically, the butler character, so the girl who isekai'd into this story was in love with the butler. Like, she was a super fan of this butler. And when she reincarnated as the butler's true love, she was like, oh my gosh, this is great. And the biggest miscommunication they had was her hiding the secret that she reincarnated as the love interest. So she always felt like she was inadequate and not the person he was actually in love with. But the thing is, he knew. He knew. Which just made it so much better. He was just like, no, I think she's pretty chill. Basically. How are you doing today? I'm doing amazing. Hi, glad we got you. A little bird told me that we could find you here. Great news, I found it. Just like I said I would. I know how we can get to the city of the gods. How are you? I tend to like rom-coms more simply because in dramas it's more common for people not to communicate, and that's more dramatic. In rom-coms, the focus on creating a mix of cute and funny moments. True, I understand that, but for me personally, I like having a big dramatic scene. But I don't like it if the dramatic moment is not communicating. That's like the dumbest conflict, personally. Like, I just hate it. But for example, like if they're having a really cute moment together, but then suddenly one of them dies, that's pretty nice. Like, I don't know, like, or if one of them fakes their death or something, you know, like figure something out. Or like if there's like a mafia, like, and they're trying to kill one of them, like, then there's like drama that's outside of the couple. So I like it when the couple is really in love and happy together, and then something outside of that relationship is trying to ruin it. That's what I really like. Already killed him MMC within 5 seconds at the start of the show. No, but really, that's how it went. Now waifu becomes the movie flashback waifu. Imagine. How? Well, it's no mean feat, but it turned out to be the big deal with the help of my new friend here. Dalga! Dalga? When we couldn't find you, I thought you'd... What a surprise, imagine seeing you here. Dalga's pale face looks at just as you remember it from the last time you faced her. Her mouth is tight, thin line. Whatever she's thinking, she shows no sign of it. We kept all sorts of company for the sake of the lucrative job, but I gotta say, this one's a pain in her own special way. How are you gonna talk about that in front of her? I thought we were finally getting somewhere, but now that you see, you climb up again? Whatever it is you did, you must have been really bad, huh? Dalga, you don't look good. Are you okay? 괜찮아. I realized that in your tag that says Latina. Yes, I am. I'm Puerto Rican. That's all you say? Can't believe you have the nerve to show your face in front of us after everything. Why do they always want to start beef? Like, I feel like this group always wants to, like, pin... Like, they're cliquey. You know what I mean? See? Hey now, hey now. She didn't want to come. I dragged her here. So let's just all be cool, okay? Right, I agree. At least you're in one piece. Aine was worried sick about you. Ah, sorry, Aine. Maybe you'd rather I didn't say that. I did what I had to. None of you needed to get involved. The Malaysian was my only target. Jeez. This again? What'd she ever do to you, huh? I'll be back, need food. Hey, eat well. You have no knowledge of what you speak, so you may as well stay silent. You, yourself, have aided the Malaysian enough that you share the blame. Dang. I'm just trying to keep things civil, and this is what I get? I'm not a bad guy either. Listen, it's not that I don't get where you're coming from, but you don't know her. They didn't choose any of this. Exactly. I've known them for a long time, and I've only ever seen them trying to help people. Say what you will. I am only here because we are working towards the same purpose. Yeah, I know. You're using me, I'm using you. If that's what you want, fine. Let's get back to the point. So let's back to the matter at hand. So what do you say? Are you back in the band? Dalga's helping us look for the City of the Gods to stop Finda's fate. She figured how they were influencing Aaron all on her own, you know? So we did some looking, and... were you just fighting or something? Yeah, there's literally like a dead body right here, and he just noticed it. What happened here? See, the guy passed out over there? He actually came from one of those cities. Guess he lived in Aaron a real long time ago, but ended up there after he died. Wait, really? That's incredible. Let me have a look at him. Look at Dalga. What? Why did Dalga join Merlin? It may be good to hear her reasoning firsthand. She walked off all the way over here. Oh, he never had a chance, and no one even knew. The ad break is finished now. You're finished, Yugi. Do you find me laughable? No. Why are you asking? I'm just gonna say no, because the answer is... not right. It's okay. No, it's fine. I guess I'm just an upright person. Dalga is many things, but laughable isn't one of them. You say no. Strange. I thought... The music? I like the music. Hi, Divine! I did not expect that, but many of my expectations have proven incorrect lately. After our last meeting, I spent a great deal of time alone, considering my failures again and again. Everything I led to nothing. Therefore, I must conclude that my methods were ultimately flawed. You know what? I can appreciate that. My goal remains unchanged, to release the world from the tyranny of fate. So, if it's fine, if I'm found laughable or foolish or confusing, it makes no difference. And stream is going beautifully. Right now, we get to see Delga again, which honestly, I'm not really against her. I'm kind of against her because she's kind of goofy, like Rory. But she's pretty cool and I like her fashion, so I can't really be too mad. I will try every method available to me until I find the one that works. The one that frees us from fate's grasp. I think she meant good, but it turned out just terrible. And she ended up hurting people like Aine, but I just think she's confused. She just needs a hug, right? She needs, honestly, a whole team with her, like, and she can't run, because she also, I feel like she really likes people, like Aine, but feels like she has to do things alone, like nobody will understand her. So I think there needs to be a group of people who are going to accept her, and then she can't just leave or run away the moment something goes wrong. But she means well. Aine needs therapy for sure. Honestly, Delga needs to be right there with her in therapy. Delga's gaze is fixed fiercely over your shoulder. Don't misunderstand me. I still believe you are part of the problem to be solved. Go talk to the white-haired one. You mean you're white-haired. Can you not describe him in any other way? Even blue-eyed one would have been better, but I think you also have blue eyes. Or is it green? I can't tell. She probably means Merlin. Has she not learned his name? She has whiter hair than him. That's the funny thing. He's more of a platinum blonde. At least his model is. And she's like actually white hair. But it's definitely more white here. It's more blonde here. Wow, you weren't kidding. This definitely isn't any old giant. Both his body and his soul are unusual. Obviously, the guy's clothes are literally priceless relics. Merlin bleached his hair. Duh. Yeah, 100%. Such glam. Yeah, he did it on purpose. Just like with all his piercings. This is all a scheme to get Starlet's approval. If you could prove this was a real deal, ancient giant garb in this pristine condition would sell for enough that you'd be set for life. Nice. You think he's really the last remaining ancient giant? He must be lonely. 100%. So for dinner, one of my coworkers brought me pot roast. Yummy! Ay. Congrats. Really? And given the strength of the blows he's clearly been dealt, the connection between his body and his soul should be in rough shape, hanging on by a thread, if at all. But the connection is incredibly solid. It's like, how do I put this? It's like a connection was made on purpose, by force. And that's not the only thing. But no, I can't really tell. Anyway, not normal, that's for sure. Have you learned something? Wild way to peacock for a woman? What do you mean? The white hair? Is that what you're referring to, Dime? Has anyone ever told you that you have a real talent for sneaking up on people? I don't have anything solid, but this person definitely from Murias. Want to take a look? It's interesting how his eye shape changes depending on like where it doesn't look like when it's like this, his eyes are sharper, and then when he's like looking down, they're round. Oh, what's his name? It sounded like she said Irumi Matcha. Bleaching hair and getting piercings? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. You're talking about how Merlin did this all to get Starlet's attention. What's his name? Vertrag? You tell her his name is Vertrag. Delga nods, frowning. Vertrag. Are you getting anything? No. What is wrong with you? You see what I mean? Like, there is no need for him to be so aggressive. What do you mean, what is wrong with you? I felt his energy in Olda earlier, but stronger. 2 times stronger, to be precise. I think I must have been sensing 2 people, 2 together, with very similar kinds of energy. He appeared near the city by the lake. What do you call it? Imemaka. Imemaka. That's right. Imemaka. I just wanted to hear how they pronounce Imemaka. So, do you think the gate's in Imemaka then? Not where we fought? 아니에요. If it was in Olda, I would know. Delga, take your time. I know you can figure it out. 아니네. It must have been an indirect method of entry. Indirect? That sounds familiar. Like something I heard a long, long time ago. Oh, I remember. Someone still knows that old magic, huh? That's amazing! And it explains why it's been so hard to find, too. Someone must have been trying to hide it. Wait, so, what are you saying? Do you know how to get to Mirias? We don't need to ask. They're definitely going to explain it to us whether we want them to or not. Saphira has some damage. It seems like Delga and Merlin have discovered something. You should hear what they have to say. And a pot roast sounds good. Maybe I'll make some beef stew later. I already ate lunch, some pizza, so my dinner will be these chips. I know, so healthy. No, my chips! The bag broke. It's okay. It's just torn, but the chips are still inside. Turning toward Mirias. Well, to truly understand the phenomenon, we first need to master another concept. Dive! Nah, don't bother. They're not gonna get it anyway, so why not just skip to the point? Don't worry about it, Delga. We can wait. When Aine talks, she has the Depresso Espresso look in her eyes. You're really soft on her, huh? Why do you do that? Treasure Hunter, why ask that? What's the purpose of asking that question? I don't need to be coaxed. The doorway to the city does not exist in Imemaka. If something like that were in Olda, I would know it immediately. It's more that it was redirected temporarily to a place with enough similarities that the spell recognized it as the same. Thus, they were able to hide the original location of the doorway without disrupting the connection. This is what we call a blast from the past. It's a spell your great-great-great-grand... whatever grandparent would have used. What you do with it... what you can do with it... Huh? What you can do with transfers like that is limited, but it's a lot easier if the place is similar, like Delga said. This is the first time I had pot roast. It's amazing. Nice! I'll admit, I have no idea what that even tastes like, because I'm vegetarian. I don't think I've ever had pot roast, and I never will. Unless it's like with fake meat. There was one teeny tiny accident but Iria's definitely where the entrance to the city of the gods opened. We just need to find a place in Iria that's the most similar to Imimaka, and that place is... What is Imimaka best known for? The lake? The reflection of the city in the water surface is a famous sight. But you think the lake in Imimaka, definite defining feature, yes, is defined by the lake. When we must consider the essence of Imimaka's lake, what separates it from a river or the sea? It's contained, like it's small. Maybe a lake is river water? I'm not river water, what is it? Still water. Like it's not running water. The water in a lake is still, for one thing, and it's fresh water and smaller than the ocean. Okay, I'm glad Aine said what I was trying to say, but more eloquently. Still and fresh water. Still, fresh water surrounded by land, I think is a good definition. And we must find a place in Iria that best fits the description. It'd have to be in a desert, right? So, an oasis? But replicating the seasoned fat from beef would be a bit hard. Probably. Seasoned fat. Yeah, I can't think of anything that has fat specifically, like a soy replacement, I guess. Maybe like avocado? I don't think that would have the same taste at all, though. Correct. We should look in the oasis. Of course, Imimaka isn't the only place you'll find a lake, but I'm sure he would have wanted to choose somewhere close to civilization, but with space nearby where he could hide. Wow, amazing! I knew it would be a good idea to keep you around. Another win for Merlin. The oasis exactly where we found the gate. Since he's from Murias, it must be connected. Then we should go to the oasis. Agreed. Hey, can anyone move this lump? I'm just an old lump of coal, but I'm gonna be a diamond someday. Treasure Hunter points at the unmoving Vertrag. What? Why do we need to take him after he's been in such a pain? If we lose track of him, he could go right back to being a pain again. Treasure Hunter's right. I like how we're just all used to calling Treasure Hunter, and they never even asked for a name. Maybe dense tofu, but it really is a different experience. That's what I'm thinking. Because tofu wouldn't melt the same way fat does. In that case, you're volunteering to help, right, Thefra? I guess you really can't carry a giant alone. Fine. Declan and Sephra, grumbling, managed to lift the unconscious Vertrag together. Go meet Aine at the Longa Desert Oasis in Iria. There is a not moon gate, but mana tunnel right there, right? So I actually think we're kind of close to a mana tunnel right now, right? So I'm just gonna take the mana tunnel there because I think that would be faster than using the Philia mana tunnel. I mean, the Philia gate. I mean, I have a scroll that leads me to the center of Philia, but I think they want me to go to the Oasis, not the center of Philia. Like right here. No, a little bit off. It's like this one. I'm pretty sure they want me to be here. Hello, Yuki. Welcome in. Okay, so they want us to meet on like the other side of this oasis. I'm doing amazing. How are you? Okay, let me just actually... There. That was a meal. Was it good? Was it... I mean, yeah, you said it was good, right? At that point, might as well just make a tofu-based stew, right? Exactly. Is this the place, Dalga? We took his Snow White. I just find it so funny that his body is just laying here. Yes, the energy is unmistakable. It must be nearby. Normally your meals are rice and protein. That's a nice change. Ooh. I kind of want rice. I was gonna buy like a little pre-made rice container, but it actually had chicken broth, so I couldn't buy it. But I'm here alone. I cannot borrow the power of my forebears. Oh, is that all? Well, there's no problem at all. We'll just play the same trick that whoever opened the gate did. You can make your ancestors believe this part of Olda just by twisting the place back to Olda again. Will that work? And thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Wow, you really don't have much faith in me, do you? Jeez, well, okay. Of course it will. If someone else can do it, there's no way the great Merlin would fail. I was thinking about my future, what I'll study and take a driving course. Oh yeah, a driving course would be nice. Why does your model look like your actual self? To be honest, I wasn't really originally planning to do VTubing because I was originally doing animation instead. So I made a model of myself because it would be like for animation tests anyway. If I could go back in time though, I would probably choose a different look for my model. I don't know, but now I'm kind of fond of it. Well, my hair is in a bun right now, and my hair isn't exactly like this because my hair is wavy in real life. So this is a lot straighter than it actually is in real life. You got a car? Hey, what kind? You wouldn't miss this, trust me. Right? You're ready for me to strap my stuff? Now this I gotta see. I'll take that as a yes. Let's get started. It's a Kia. Nice. 2015. Merlin starts drawing a complex sigil on the ground. Having wheels is such freedom. Do you post on YouTube by Jet? What do you mean? What does that even mean? But yes, I do have a YouTube account, and I'm actually multi-streaming there right now. So it is the same name, Rebecca828SS. So when you move people around with that rock, is there some kind of spell, something you gotta say or do? Rebecca828SS? If it's simple, I speak the person's name. If it's more complex, I must also put a hand on them. I just need to indicate to my forebearer who I'm referring to and ask for aid. It is Rebecca828SS. 828SS. Is that your real name or not? It is, Rebecca. My last name is 828SS. Just kidding. If I could go back in time, I would also change my alias. Then the forebearer seeks them out for me. Oh, so that's why you're always murmuring people's names and why you're so quick to memorize them? No, I simply wish to remember them. It is unrelated. So Palnaborn... I didn't even realize that Aine was in front of my face. So Palnaborn is a person, you say? Who does the casting themselves? And maybe even gathers the mana. If we consider a spell cast by a human mage, which is only possible in the continent they're in. Average human, hi! I see. Should be no problem. Okay, here's the name you're gonna say. It's Mirias. Got it? Can you not change your names? No, I can. It's just now that I've committed, I have to hard commit. You know what I mean? Like, what if I just, like, changed my name and changed my look? You would not find me anymore. You know, it would be like, what if I named myself, I don't know, Patricia? That's a terrible name, not that. I don't know, like, I was about to say Pat McGrath, but that's a makeup brand. Like, what if I named myself, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, you couldn't find me. Oh, I'm not Game Boy 18. I'm Rebecca 828SS. It's Bean. Oh, hi, Bean! Who is also an average human. The name does not belong to a person. Sure doesn't. Just trust me. I'm ready. So, count us in. Dalga, ask your ancestor on 3. Got it? Nod. You nod. Dalga blinks, bewildered, but nods as well. If I must. Let's go! Right. 2. 3. Mirias. What the? Nothing happened. We are one. We are more than we are. We are one. Family, family. We are one. Ah. Do your friends ever call you Becca? Not really. It is not very common. But Becca is also, it means scholarship in Spanish. So it's not even like a very common nickname, I would say. But that's another thing. But in general, people just call me by my name a lot of the times. Like my full name. I don't really have many nicknames. A circular portal appears. Oh, Becca B-E. Yeah, it is. It is Bean. It's not spelled like that, but it's pronounced like that. Becca. Reminding you the respects. Oh, a circular portal appears, reminding you in some respects of the Geta. Could it be that the gate leads you to Mirias? You're right. My bad. Yeah. Trust. What does your YouTube profile look like? It actually looks like my YouTube profile. So, you know, like me eating cake. Like, it's the same profile picture and the same username. Make sure you turn off restricted mode. If you have restricted mode on YouTube, it will not pop up because a lot of my content is actually removed unrestricted, including this live. This live is actually restricted according to YouTube. A circular portal appears, reminding you in some respects of the Geta. Could this be the gate that leads to Mirias? Hello! Hello, Nora! Electrica! I want cake. I want cake too! I looked you up and didn't find anything but a car. Well, I mean, I could probably show you. I'll show you. For anybody who is curious. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. Okay. So here is YouTube. So if you look up my name, Rebecca828, Rebecca828SS, and this is logged out, so everybody will see it. The very first thing that pops up is my account. And then if it doesn't pop up, which it actually does, you might be on restricted mode. Because then my content would be deleted. Because it just doesn't pop up on restricted mode. I wonder if I can turn it off when I'm not logged in. So this is restricted mode. Oh, I actually still do pop up, but it's only my AFK journey content. You see how none of my Mabi videos are... Actually, even my songs are on here. That's kind of funny. Why are you saying you leagues? What do you mean? If you're not on restricted mode and you can't find me even when you like search for me, then if you look up channels, it should pop up because I'm the only Rebecca828SS channel. So if you do like filters and then channel, only my stuff, my voice acting and singing channel, then my other music channel, and then my actual. So yeah. You look a lot like my friend on Twitch. Oh yeah! Your first time meeting you? Oh yes, it is my first time too. You're actually a voice actor? What, you voice act video games? So actually right now I'm doing indie series. I actually haven't recorded any video games, but I would love to. In fact, I'm actually thinking about making my own video game so I can. Oh, indie, like indie as in like not made by a giant studio. So I'm not in any like giant studio recordings, but I've done a lot of indie series. Found YouTube on your Twitch bio. Ay. I feel like your community is established enough, but also not big enough. You could get away with a slight rebranding, true. Are you not a Naruto video game character? I would love to. If they wanted to hire me to do Naruto, I would do it. In a heartbeat. I would do it. The energy is here. It's the same as what I felt from the Fallen Giant. Do you even like the show? Mixture. So I have watched it. I've watched, of course, the original, then Shippuden, and then part of Boruto. You've never seen Naruto? And Dragon Ball Z? You've never seen Dragon Ball Z either? But it is like a mixture. So I'm actually not the biggest fan of Naruto himself, as in like the actual character. But I do like other characters. I also don't like Hinata or Sakura, so like a lot of the Leaf Tribe people I don't really like. The Leaf Village. But I like Haku, Zabuza. I like I actually like Hanabi, Hinata's sister. Tamar Inu, kind of. Alright, time to nap. Alright, see you next time, Elo. And Eleanor, who I know are different people. Love you. What about Neji? I also have mixed feelings on Neji, to be honest. Because he was really mean for like no reason. A large majority of the series. And I can't say no reason because he was also kind of going through it with his family and everything and being compared to Hinata. So to a degree, I get it. But he kind of does pull himself through at the end. So I'm kind of more leaning towards liking him because he did, you know, he kind of redeemed himself. You know what I mean? But, you know, what he did at the beginning never really stood right with me. Wow, it worked! Your ancestors really came through for us. Anyway, what do you say? Maria's the way. Nod. Alright, I nominate myself to go first. We don't know what lies beyond here, but there's a chance it could be dangerous for her. I want to make sure it isn't some sort of trap. Alright, let's see. A moment of silence passes. Aina stretches out her hand, waving her fingers through the gently undulated portal? I don't know what that word means. But you sense no reaction. Gara? I like Gara. So, how do I turn this thing on? Oh, it should already be connected to the city. Just getting close, you should feel a pull, like it's trying to suck you in. Like this. You still detect no hint of any change. The portal remains silent, giving the impression that no one will be able to pass through. Wow, imagine being so close yet so far. Strange. I'm not sure if this is the gate to Mirias. What, do you need a written invitation or something? I don't trust this. Reach out your hand. As you stretch your hand towards the gate, you feel a gentle force being exerted, pulling you towards the center of the gate. You get the impression that if you were to step into the shining portal, you would pass to the other side. I agree. I would say that that's the general message, but the reason why I don't like Naruto himself, I kind of don't think he's the best dad. Like, if I'm being so for real, the way he is in Boruto is absolutely unacceptable in my opinion, but at the same time, I can kind of understand why he ended up that way, because he was mistreated his whole life as a kid. So I won't even like I'm not even like that mad at him. I just don't like how, like, he's kind of annoying. I want to be Hokage. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Every 5 seconds. It looks like he's able to use the gate. Oh, she's able to use the gate. I thought I saw her fingertips get a little see-through for a moment when they approached just now. So it's an entrance only one person can go through. There smells like a trap to me. Maybe it's just that only her among us has some kind of trait or qualification this gate requires, but it sure seems risky. I think Merlin should put his hand through. Did Merlin do it already? Because I feel like any qualification that I make, he should be able to make as well. Even the great Merlin can't do much about this one. I'm not really getting dangerous vibes though. danger vibes. Could it be that she has been to another city of the gods? Like, if you want to go to Philias, all they have to do is get their hands on the fragment of Philias. Hi! High five! High five! Oh, he's a bad dad, but he's literally fatherless and has no frame of reference. Exactly. That's why I can't really be too mad at Naruto. But, like, at the same time, I don't really like him. You know what I mean? And hello, Kitsune! And, like, I don't even think other people... Like, I feel like the main... Like, most of the adults in Boruto kind of flopped. Like, even Hinata. It is good to see you too. But I actually never liked Hinata, so I'm already biased against her. Maybe if the rest of us want to enter Mirias, we're gonna need some fragments of Mirias. That's logical, right? Trouble is, where do we get them? From Bertrag? In other words, simulation needs to go inside first. Back to square one, then. I mean, we can't just send her in there solo. I'm gonna try to avoid the upright answer. We don't have any other options. I want to know what's inside. I will try to go there alone. I'm gonna say I want to know what's inside. Because I feel like this is upright. Herring! Yes! We might not get unbent stem. Hopefully we don't. My lease has been approved. Hey! You're going home for the holidays? Where are you going? What's home for you? Feels like home to me. I have no shame. I'm proud of where I came from. You're adorable and pretty, Voodoo Gaming. Hinata is 100% a fan favorite, but they kind of fumbled her character growth. I agree. I can agree to that. Yeah. Because I feel like she had an opportunity. She had an opportunity, but it just didn't happen. Good old Atlanta. I see. I hope you have fun. The detailed stonework of the gate leaves you more curious than ever what you might see on the other side. Will you really be okay? I have no idea what could be waiting for you. Don't worry, Aine. I'm always fine. Taking your first steps into the unknown land is kind of a thrill I live for. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. Go on then. And if you happen to find anything valuable, be sure to stuff as much of it in your bags. I'm worried, but I haven't had much of a choice but to count on you. I've got to get to where Dairine is, whatever it takes. I do not believe it will prove to so dangerous. Enter the gate. With everyone urging you onward, you step into the portal. For a moment, the bloom of light obscures your vision. But as you emerge on the other side, you see the silhouette of someone there. Ooh. Who? Who? I'm gonna sound like an owl. Who? Lower Mirias, a beautiful garden where trees bear purple fruit and blue crystals reach towards the sky. Oh, this guy, Lannon. I'm totally fine without ever seeing him again. But yes. Do you know what time it is? It's time for you to get a watch. Just kidding. Let's see who's live. Let's see who's live. Live. The Only Hero. I actually don't think I've ever raided The Only Hero before. So I feel like we should raid over to them. They are one of the former Soul streamers. But thank you so much for coming, everyone. I had a great time. I actually lost track of time. That's why I went over a little bit. That doesn't normally happen. But I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. So I hope to see you next time. Actually, next time will be Sunday if you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With me. Bye! Love you guys. Stay sweet. And if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe. I really need some subscribers. But see you next time. Love you. Stay sweet. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.